Hey guys, hold on just a second. Sorry about.
All right, all right,
Okay, what's up, you guys? My name's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I share my life with you. I know, right? It's not morning here, but we're gonna act like it is. Hey, Lab Girl. Hey, Angel. So, with the recent events that have been going on YouTube, in a couple of communities, I have seen. Okay, so I'm not even gonna like act like y'all don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna say it is what it is. Hey, Monica. Welcome to the channel, girl. Welcome to the channel. So, I have been seeing a lot of fighting between different recovering addicts here on this platform on YouTube. I've seen the Rewired soul going at Driven Industries. I've seen Driven Industries going at the Rewired soul. I've seen Bipolar Corner and the Rewired soul, attacking each other. I see some girls that they don't claim to be in recovery, but going at me and judging my recovery. Do you know what I'm saying? And y'all know who those people are, and I'm not going to say their names on here. But why I'm making this video is because I wanted to talk to you guys about how important it is for us as the recovery community on YouTube, as recovering addicts with a couple of years sober, to set a good example for the newcomer. And without anything being said about any 12-step fellowship, it doesn't matter if you're in Celebrate Recovery, it doesn't matter if you're in AA or NA, it doesn't matter what program you follow. Judgment in recovery is toxic. It kills people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relate this back to my own experience and share with you guys my experience being judged in recovery for the recovery path that I've chosen. Okay, so you all know that I've been sober since July 13th of 2015. When I got out of treatment in August, I got on Suboxone. Okay, I've been on Suboxone for 4 years. I'm currently tapering off Suboxone, but I'm doing a very slow taper. I have no reason to rush. I don't want to rush and set myself up for failure. You dig? So I only taper 2 milligrams every 3rd month. So the next time I will go down is in November. And every time I go back to my doctor, which is quarterly, because the way my clinic does is once you pass drug screens and you show them that you're staying sober, you do all your requirements for therapy, you go to all your meetings, then what they do is they graduate you in phase. So the first phase, you have to go every week. The second phase is bi-weekly. The third phase is monthly. And the fourth phase is quarterly. So I only go to my Suboxone doctor every 3rd month. Okay? So after having a year sober with the assistance of Suboxone, medically assisted treatment, I started sharing my testimony on Facebook. Okay, that was my first time. Well, no, my first time to ever share my story was in front of all the people at the rehab that I went to, because they asked me to come back after I'd been sober for a year and share my story. Okay, so I went back and I shared my story at the treatment center that I graduated from. And then I went back on my 2-year and shared my story, and so on and so forth, just returning back to give back what was so freely given to me, because that treatment center really helped me. They gave me a chance when a lot of other people wouldn't have given me a second chance because I was fucking up. Well, when I started sharing my story online, I've always been super transparent about being on Suboxone, you guys. I'm never going to lie to you about it. I think that's what makes my story different, what makes me special, what makes it appealing to a lot of you is that you're on Suboxone too, and when I started sharing my story, I wasn't hearing a lot of other women share their testimony and admit they were on Suboxone. In fact, there was nobody sharing their testimony and saying openly that they were on Suboxone. Hold on, let me pull my hair up. When I started doing it on Facebook, I was the only person who was sharing about being on medically assisted treatment and being in recovery. There was nobody that was talking about it. So, let me tell you guys something, okay? I prayed and I prayed. I talked to my sponsor about it and everything before I ever started sharing my story because I was so afraid, okay? And I was like, I knew that I was going to be met with judgment. I knew that people were not going to agree with my point of view. And that's what I'm saying. That's what is different about my channel. That's what's different about me, is that if I truly believe in something, I'm going to blaze that trail and I'm going to go for it. You know, I don't believe that recovery is meant to be judgmental. I don't think that people in recovery have any business giving medical advice or telling other addicts what medications to be on, because let's get real, okay? We are all addicts or alcoholics in recovery, okay? We're not, I have a couple of friends that are nurses, psychologists, and doctors, okay? A couple that are in recovery from addiction and alcoholism. Even those people do not put their 2 cents in on what others should be taking in their recovery. So, in my experience, the judgment from other addicts is way worse than any judgment that I could get from a person who isn't in recovery, okay? The judgment from your peers, them looking down on you, them treating you like your recovery, like your story has no meaning, like what I haven't been working on for 4 years is completely null and void. It's the worst feeling in the whole wide world. It's not a good feeling. And I would never want anyone else to feel that way. That's why if you're on medication and you take it as prescribed, I'm not ever going to say anything to you about that because it's not my place. Okay? So we're just recently here, and I talked about it a little bit on my video before, right? Hey, parental advisory, it's not, and you have to earn that privilege, you know? I really appreciate you for being so supportive and commenting. I really do appreciate it. I see you. Lab Girl says, we already have enough shame. No need for judgment from other addicts. Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm getting at here, okay? So we are all really critical of ourselves, right? Like, I tear myself apart, okay? Every morning when I wake up, I think about all these things that people say to me, how they tell me that I'm not sober, how they tell me that I might as well just go back to shooting drugs because I'm nothing but a junkie. I don't deserve my son. I don't deserve my husband. My husband doesn't love me. All these horrible things, right, that people say about me because I'm on Suboxone. Hey, Misty. And you guys don't see this stuff because I have it filtered going into held comments for review. But I'm telling you, like, when you're a person who steps out of the shadows and steps in front to lead a group of people and has no, I'm not going to let anyone shame me for my recovery journey. I'm not going to let anybody take away how much I have worked on me, because I'm a different person. I am not the same woman that I was when I was in active addiction, you know, and that's why I brought my mom on for that short period, that short video we did. And I'm going to bring her on again so she can share with you guys a little bit more. I think it's really important because I can tell you these stories about how I was when I was in active addiction, and I can show you pictures of me in active addiction, but hearing it from people who had to watch me kill myself, that's different. So I'm going to have, hopefully my mom will come back on. I really want my dad to come on and talk to you guys and let you know what it felt like from a parent's point of view to watch their firstborn daughter killing herself. I don't mean to get emotional, but it's so close to home for me what I see other people doing to other people. I watched the video that the Rewired Soul put up yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, about Eric from Dr1ven Industries. And I cannot imagine how that felt to hear someone talking shit about your accomplishment that you have worked so hard for the last 2 years. You know, Eric has 2 years sober. He has anxiety and ADHD. So he is prescribed a benzo and an Adderall, okay? And as far as my knowledge, he takes those medications as prescribed. And, you know, that's none of my business. But I would never come on my platform and talk about his recovery and say things like, he can't say he's sober, he's not really in recovery. First of all, we want a recovery to be attractive, okay? And when you see a bunch of drug addicts fighting with each other, bickering back and forth about who's more sober than the next, that's not attractive. That's not something I want. I don't want to be in it with a group of people who tear each other down. You know, so that's why I work so hard to keep my channel all inclusive. I want you guys to all feel like you have a place here, like you're one of us, you're part of the group, you know? Lab girl, I really appreciate that. I know all about being shamed for my anxiety meds and medical weed. Sunny, yes. And here's the thing, you guys. Okay, all right, listen. Do I wish that I could have gotten sober through abstinence without having to be on Suboxone, okay? Do I wish I could have gotten sober on my own, right, without the extra help? Absolutely, you know, absolutely. That was my goal. And I tried to do that for over 10 years. And I relapsed and relapsed and relapsed and relapsed, right? So this last time, it was crucial that I didn't relapse. So that's why I got put on Suboxone. Because if I relapsed, my son was going to get taken from me, you guys. And so getting on Suboxone was a huge, huge decision for me. It was the hardest decision I've ever made in my whole entire life. Because I had been programmed to believe that there was only one way to recover, okay? And many of you guys have been programmed that way too. There's only one way to recover. If you're not in AA or NA, then you're not really sober, right? How many of you guys have heard other people kind of spinning that narrative or making you feel like because you're not a part of a 12-step fellowship that you're not in recovery, right? And that's absolutely false, okay? Do I love the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous? Absolutely. Do I believe in the 12 steps? Absolutely. Okay, I love the 12 steps. That's why we do the big book study here on my channel, because I want you guys to hear what the book says, okay? Not what these people are saying, because that's what happens. A lot of people take the book out of context. Okay, so that's why we read it verbatim here on Real Talk Recovery, so you can hear them talk about. First of all, in Alcoholics Anonymous, there is a whole, I can get the pamphlet and I'll read it to you guys, but it talks about how when a person is taking medications, psychiatric medications, any kind of medication, okay, that they need to consult their physician, all right? And it never in the book says if a person is on benzos or opiates or Adderall that they cannot pick up their chip, their sobriety chip. And it doesn't say that anywhere, okay? In fact, what we're supposed to do when somebody admits that they're on those medications, okay, if you're sponsoring that person, of course you would say, you know, are you taking your medication as prescribed? And are you having any problems taking it as prescribed, okay? You would want to talk to them about that. Hey, Bullets. Thanks, baby. I appreciate you. Yes, Monica. Okay, you're hearing what I'm putting down? Okay, so your sponsor, of course, that's the person you talk to about everything. You're going to ask that person, that your sponsor is going to ask you how you're feeling with your medication. Do you feel as if you need to change it? Are you feel, and also they're going to watch your mannerisms. They're going to watch, hey, Captain. They're going to see how you act. I mean, you're going to tell if somebody's high off their mind in an AA meeting, okay? And you're going to be able to tell how that person is feeling and stuff, okay? But that's where it comes into us, for us to be honest with ourselves. I know if I'm abusing medications, okay? With Suboxone, I'm so grateful for being on Suboxone, you guys, because it has a ceiling effect. I could take 25 Suboxone pills today and I would not feel any different than if I took one Suboxone. You understand? So it's amazing. It's amazing medication because I don't have to worry about that part, you know? But with other medications, you can abuse them. You can overtake them. And that's where it comes in for you in your recovery to be honest, okay? To be honest, and because the only person that you're hurting or harming is yourself if you're not being honest. Hey, Sid. Hey, Captain. Hey, Cindy. So if you can be honest and you're like, yes, I take my Xanax in the morning if I have a panic attack. Okay, good deal. You know, I take my Adderall every morning because I have to be on it because I have ADHD. Okay, good deal. Okay, there are some people that have to be on medications and they need them to function every day in their life. And if they don't have those medications, they're not able to be around other people. Can you imagine having so much anxiety and being so uncomfortable that you can't go around other people? I can. I've been there, right? Okay, Angel. And so here's the thing. Even someone who isn't claiming recovery, who is on hydros or benzos, if that person is happy in their life and they're not hurting or harming themselves, overdosing, like I said, you guys, that's not my business. Do you understand what I'm getting at here? I'm never going to judge anyone who comes into my recovery channel, whether you're on benzos, opiates, Suboxone, Adderall for ADHD. I'm going to wait for you to get to a point where, hey, maybe you want to change. Maybe you want to get off that medication. Okay, when I first got on Suboxone, you guys, I had planned on never getting off. Okay, I was so happy with the results that I was seeing from Suboxone, for example, not relapsing for 4 years, that I had planned to be on Suboxone for the rest of my life. And I was completely happy with that, right? As I've worked through my recovery, as I've worked with my sponsor, as I've worked the 12 steps, as I've went to therapy, I have come to a conclusion that I want to try and taper off, right? Because that's my right. That's my right as a human being to be able to make that decision. It's also my right to say, I'm off now and I don't feel like I can do this on my own. I'm feeling like I want to relapse. I'm feeling like I might pick up, right? There's no shame. Like, why would we want to shame somebody who's seeking life-saving treatment, okay? And I think it's super important for us to realize, like, not every person is the same, okay? So many of us, we're human. We're so different, you guys. There's so many different kinds of people in the world. Just because I can't take Xanax responsibly doesn't mean someone else might not be able to, okay? But like I said again, that's where that honesty comes in. That's where integrity comes in. That's where you have to look inside yourself and say, Nicole's right. I am taking this medication to block out the pain. That's what you have to ask yourself. Am I taking this medication because I don't want to feel my life? Hey, Tara, am I taking this medication because I'm like, oh, I can't make it through another moment at work. Let me pop some pills, right? That's not healthy, okay? That's where you're using medication to cope, all right? Now, there's a difference between being dependent and being addicted, okay? I'm dependent on Suboxone, all right? If I was ripped off of it today without any taper, I would go through withdrawals. On about my third day, I would start feeling ill, okay? That's called dependency, all right? Addiction, the difference between dependence and addiction is the negative consequences that come with addiction, the negative behaviors that come with addiction, okay? A person who is dependent on a medication isn't going around stealing to get that medication, okay? They're prescribed the medication legally and they take it as prescribed, okay? A person who is dependent on a medication doesn't overtake their medication. They take it as prescribed. A person who is dependent on a medication doesn't sell their medication and trade it for another drug, okay? With addiction comes all these negative consequences, okay? Selling your meds, running out early, taking too many, taking it to cope, trading it for other drugs, running out early and then going and buying drugs off the street. That is addiction. Okay, that is addiction. Stealing to fuel your addiction, right? That's addiction. There's a total difference between being dependent on a medication and being addicted to it, okay? A lot of people can go from being dependent and shift into addiction, okay? This happened to a lot of people who were on opiates prescribed for many, many years and then got ripped off cold turkey by Big Pharma and got thrown out onto the streets without any medication. Those people were in so much pain that they went to heroin. That's what that is. It's people trying to cope with their pain. Okay? The disease of addiction it's a disease, okay? It's a sickness inside of us because we're constantly trying to fill this void, this hole inside of ourselves. Okay? That's what addiction is. A lot of people have to be on medications, you guys, and are dependent on those medications. And I truly believe that is absolutely horrendously wrong. It pisses me off when I see people who have multiple years sober judging other people because their story is different, okay? I cannot stand to see somebody standing on a moral high horse and then preaching about other people being on a moral high horse. If you're judging someone else's recovery, if the words come out of your mouth about somebody else's recovery, that right there you need to stop yourself. Okay, right there, you are focusing on their recovery and not your own, and that's not a good place for you to be. Now, even watching the Rewired Soul and seeing this whole like 8 videos that he put up in one day, I honestly feel bad, and I hope that he's okay. I would be concerned if I was his girlfriend or a close friend, and I hope that his close friends and family are making sure that he's okay. Okay? Because that is, you guys, we all have signs that we got to look for when we're in our recovery. Okay? So I'm going to put this back on me, where I'm not going to judge his recovery. What he's got going over there is on him. I'm going to put it on me. Okay? So let's talk about this, the things that happen before we relapse. Okay? Okay, a lot of the times, and this is completely true, that a person is going to start relapsing in their mind before they relapse on a substance. Okay? So for me, I'm gonna tell you guys some things that have stuck out to me that I notice that I do when I'm on my way to relapsing. All right? So for one thing, I'm going to stop doing what I do to stay sober. I'm going to stop going to my meetings. I'm going to stop doing this channel, because this channel is part of my recovery process, right? This channel is part of my support system. I'm going to let my channel go. I'm going to stop, interacting with my girls on Patreon. That's my support group. I'm going to stop calling my sponsor. And I'm going to start projecting how I feel about myself onto other people. Right? I know because I've done it before. Hey, Tiara. I know because I've done it before, you guys. I've been so close to relapsing. I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay? So, 2.5 years ago, I had a friend who would come over all the time, and we used to use together. We used to get high together. Okay, she would come over, and we would hang out and just talk and laugh and, remember old crazy times that we used to have when we were in active addiction. One day she came over, and I don't know, I think I was having a really bad day. Me and Neil were kind of not getting along at that time because I think he had relapsed, and I was really upset with him. Okay? And for those of you that want to know, my husband he's been sober for a year now. He just hit his 1 year sober. So he had a slip up last year this time. And, what the way we believe is that when you slip, we start over and we start counting again. And that doesn't mean that all his work that he put into that recovery before isn't still there, but he wants to be honest, and he wants to make sure that because that's important. That's part of our recovery, is being honest. Okay. So this had happened 2.5 years ago. All right. So my friend came over, and I had been just having a bad day, and I asked her, I was like, do you have any Xanax? And she had some Xanax. She had 3 blue footballs. So I took them, and I put them in my wallet, okay? I put them in my wallet, and I said, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to wait until tonight when Neil is asleep, and I'll take them tonight, and nobody will ever know. I'll wake up sober, right? I'll wake up sober. That day, Neil had came home from work, and I had $20 in my wallet. He needed $20 because he was going to get us something to eat. He goes in my purse, he gets in my wallet, and guess what he finds? Y'all, guess what he finds? A cellophane with 3 blue football Xanaxes in it. And the shit hit the fan. He was like, how are you going to be mad at me for having a struggle and you got Xanaxes? And I started crying and crying. I was like, I promise I didn't take them. I haven't taken them. I was going to take them tonight when you were asleep, right? And he looked at me. He was like, what would be the point of that? Then you wouldn't feel them. Well, there's no point. There's no rationalization when you're in a mindset of relapsing, when you're in obsession, right? Because I was in obsession. I was like, I'm going to take these tonight. I'm going to feel so good. I'm going to eat everything in the house, right? I'm going to eat pizza, brownies, all kinds of stuff. That's how I get when I take Xanax. I fix to smash some shit, okay? And then I might drive to Walmart and steal some flip-flops. Who fucking knows? So he found them, and we went into the bathroom, and he took them, and he threw them in the toilet. I've never thrown anything down the toilet that had to do with drugs, you guys. And I remember him dumping them out of the cellophane and them hitting the water and floating down to the little, and he goes, brum, and flushes the toilet. And that's when I thought, oh my God, you almost relapsed. You almost ruined everything you worked so hard for. And for what? Because you were upset? Because you were stressed out? And then I said, what have I not been doing? At that time in my sobriety, you guys, I was switching sponsors, okay? I had been working with my friend Krissy, and she had been sponsoring me, and she was amazing. But we got to this point where we were just like not seeing eye to eye, right? And so I ended up finding a new sponsor. But I was like in a transitional period at the time, so I wasn't really holding myself accountable. I wasn't reaching out for support. I wasn't doing what I had always done in my recovery. I wasn't doing my prayers. I wasn't meditating. I wasn't staying connected. I had unplugged, okay? And that's what the brain does. The brain says, it's relapse time. Let's unplug from everybody so that way nobody can call us out on our bullshit, right? If I'm unplugged and I'm not like hanging out with my support system, the people who actually call me out, then guess what? Nobody will know. I can get by. But really, everyone knows. Everybody knows because they see the shift in you, okay? So I told the story again. I just seen Sonia's comment. I told the story before, but I think it was really important for you guys to hear it today because I almost got high that day. You know, I was going to eat those Xanaxes, and honestly, if I had ate those Xanaxes, I would have felt so much guilt. I probably would have relapsed and went out and did something else, something worse. Okay? Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my face and talk to y'all at the same time. So I think it's important. And listen, I wouldn't be able to see any of these behaviors if I hadn't been working with my sponsor prior to that, if I hadn't been going to therapy, right? I'm not going to expect you guys to see yourself, right? Okay. I remember you told me about this when I found Xanax. I forgot I had when I was spring cleaning. Yes, I called my husband over to help me flush them, or who knows what I would have done. Yes, that is so funny what you said. Then I might ride to Walmart and steal some Slimmers. I'm here just listening, but I had to comment. Cindy, the reason I say that is because one time I was high on Xanax. Let me see. What had happened was I was high on Xanax, and me and my girlfriend had drove to get her boyfriend out of jail in another part of Arkansas. And then we drove back. I dropped them off at the house, and I was high on these Xanax bars, and I had this bright idea that I was going to go to Walmart. I had a brand new pair of Nike, you know the Nike with the air thingies in them? What are they called? God, I can't remember. Anyways, I had those shoes on. Really cute, black with a hot pink Nike check. And I had walked into Walmart. I was looking at the makeup, all that stuff. And I walked back to the shoe department. I took off my Nikes, put them in the box where the flip-flops were, put the flip-flops on, and tried to walk out the store with this $1 pair of flip-flops, leaving my $100 Nikes in the box. That's how Xanax makes me not have any fucking care in the world. I was willing to sacrifice my brand new Nike shoes for $1 pair of flip-flops. Well, they caught me. They caught me at the door and they said, hold up. Hey, they said, wait a second, you can't go out that door. And they pulled me in and they were like, opened up the box where my Nikes were at. And they were like, what are you thinking? Well, they didn't arrest me, but they ended up charging me with shoplifting, you guys. And I had to go and pay a fine and go to this class about not shoplifting, you know? Right, and that's how Xanax, for me, you guys, they make me to where I don't have a care in the world, okay? They make me to where I'm just like totally oblivious to what's going on. And I'm just like floating on a cloud of just, ah. And so that's what it is when I'm on Xanax. But that's what would happen to me. And so I'm here to tell you, like even being on Suboxone, because I'm a poly substance abuser, and I think a lot of you guys are poly addicts too. Like you weren't just addicted to one substance. You were maybe you were addicted to coke, meth, and opiates. Maybe you smoked pot, you know, crack, and took pills. That's a poly addict, multiple substances. Okay, so I call it a garbage can addict. Basically, just give me what you got, right? Give me what you got. Now, if I had to go buy drugs, I would always, you know, get Roxy's, Xanax, and meth. I would always, you know, those are my three main drugs in rotation. Okay? But the reason I'm saying this to you guys is because there is possible warning signs that you can, if you are in touch with what's going on inside of you, that you can start seeing before you head down that wrong road. Hey, Reaper Man, I love you too. Tell Dragon Lady I love her and give her a kiss for me. There are warning signs that you guys can see before you start going down that road, right? There's feelings that you can start feeling, it like insecurity. Maybe you'll start feeling like, I don't need this program. I don't need to talk to my sponsor, right? Okay, Angel, have a good day. Love you, girl. These are all things that you can look out for before they start happening, right? And I also think it's important for us to remember, like, here on YouTube, we only see, like, a little snippet of somebody's life, right? Like, it's not fair for me to come on here and judge somebody else's recovery off of an hour-long video that they put on the internet. You know? I don't know, you know, those people. I don't know what's really going on in their life. And for me to almost assess their recovery from the outside looking in, that's wrong. And that's why I don't do it, you guys. That's why I don't do it. Now, if it's something positive, if I see somebody who has changed their life and I can genuinely see the change within them because they're just being a better person in general, their videos are different, they're more upbeat, you know what? I'm all about positive reinforcement. I will comment and be like, hey, I see the change in you. I just thought I'd say that. There are people on YouTube, you guys, that I just do not get along with. We do not like each other. We do not watch each other's videos, but they're also in recovery, right? I don't go over to their channel and leave ugly comments or say mean things to them. You know why? Because why would I do that, right? Why would I do that? I'm trying to set an example of what recovery should be and how we should treat each other. And so even if I don't get along with somebody, I'm not going to beat them down and tear them apart, okay? The only time I've ever left a nasty comment on somebody's channel was when I was telling somebody off because they were talking shit about me, right? And even after I do that, I feel bad, right? I feel bad. Because like I was saying yesterday, hurt people hurt people. If somebody's lashing out at me on the internet, then that's because they're hurting, okay? Because they don't know me. We don't know each other. We don't have no, connection really, And so it's just a lot of sickness happening all over. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about judgment and how important it is for us as recovering addicts to not judge each other and support each other and to not put out content about each other, okay? Nasty content about each other. I think it should be off limits, okay? I will not, and you guys, Cindy Moore can vouch for me on this. She has seen me change over the last 6 months to a year. I used to be all about calling a motherfucker out, okay? I would blast your ass on the internet, no problems at all. But what I learned, and it was a learning process for me, I'm not perfect. I'm a human damn being, okay? I am not perfect. What I learned is how unattractive and how shitty it made our whole recovery community look, okay, from the outside looking in. I don't want to be known as the girl who calls people out and puts them on blast on my channel. I don't want to hurt other people. That's not what I'm here to do, you guys. And that's never what my call out videos back then were about. They were just really about holding people accountable and saying, hey, it's not healthy to do these things, or hey, that's supposed to be free. You can't charge for that. Or hey, it's not cool to put yourself in compromising situations around drugs and alcohol. Like, I've never made videos out of just straight up hate for somebody. Never. And I won't do that. I don't have any reason to do that. There's nobody that I just cannot stand that much that I have time to make a whole video about them. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that's what people do here on YouTube. I know that's how people get a lot of views, is by using other people's name in the title and then dragging them or exposing them, right? But that's not what recovery is about, okay? That's not what recovery is about, and that's not what my channel is about. My channel is about supporting you, okay, and giving you support, letting you know you're not alone, right? Even to the people that don't like me, even to the rewired soul, okay? The rewired soul in me, I used to go hard for him. I used to be really supportive of him, right? Not so much now, but I'm not going to judge his recovery. And I'm not going to put him out on blast in front of God and everybody on the internet. And you know what? That whole song and dance where that people say, well, you put your life on the internet, you should be ready for people to judge you or whatever. Save that shit for the birds, okay? I have integrity. I care about people's well-being, and I'm not going to just put out content to judge people and expose them and use receipts and all this stuff, okay? Karma will get them. Karma will get them. And I have seen karma. She is no joke, all right? She does work, okay? And she will get, if a person is just downright nasty, karma will get them. Karma will get them. I've seen it time and time again, all right? So I just kind of keep that to myself. Now, don't get me wrong. I think stuff in my mind sometimes, but you won't catch me coming on here saying it to y'all, because that's just what, how it is. I'm not going to put that judgment and that stuff out on the internet. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's kind. I don't think it's what YouTube should be used to do. I see a lot of people kind of acting as if they're the YouTube policy police. And they try to kind of make their channel around talking about someone else or exposing other people's channels, right? And that's YouTube's job, right? That's not my job. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, if I'm focused on somebody else so much, then that means I'm not working on me, all right? And I'm trying to be better, you guys. I'm working on me today. And I want to encourage you guys to do the same exact thing, all right? I know how it feels, okay? I have been slighted by people on YouTube. I have been hurt, okay? And I could sit here and I could, make revenge all the time and just live my life going after these people, right? But I don't have the luxury of carrying that kind of resentment in my heart, you guys. Because when I do, it keeps me sick. It keeps me in my addiction. If somebody did you wrong here on YouTube, okay, I want to encourage you to let go and forgive that person. All right? I know it's hard. Believe me, I had to do it. All right? It's hard. It was the hardest thing I ever did because I was so hurt. I was so angry, you know? And there's many people, some people don't even know that they hurt me, okay? But if they did, they hurt me because I'll reach out to them and they'll ignore me. And I'm like, what did I do? You know? And it hurts. It hurts to think that you were friends with someone and reach out to them and then they ignore you, you know? And I think that Chris kind of talked about that on his channel yesterday on a video about Peter Mon, you know? But then we also have to think maybe that person is ignoring us because they don't know how to respond. And it would be better to ignore somebody than to say something hateful and mean, you know? And so I always try to see the other point of view of what somebody else is going through, right? And so it's really difficult on the internet to like hear people's feelings, hear how they're thinking through their texts, right? That's why I love like talking to you guys on the phone and getting to know you one-on-one, because then you can hear my voice. You can hear that I do care, that I do want to make a difference, and you can see it through my actions and how I treat you. You know what I'm saying? This cream blush is my favorite, you guys. So I just want to encourage all you guys who are in recovery, if you got a couple years sober and you find yourself kind of looking down on someone else because they have a different route of recovery, to kind of look inside yourself and ask yourself, like, why do I feel like I have to elevate myself above that person? Why do I feel like I need to pick that person's recovery apart? What is it inside of me that I am so concerned about what someone else is doing? You know, honestly, I'm not concerned if you're on Suboxone. I'm not concerned if you're on benzos. I'm not concerned if whatever your medication you're on, okay? I'm worried about me and my recovery. Yes, will you link it, Sonia? I made a Discord, you guys, for anybody that wants to join it. I made a Discord, so, because here's the thing. Okay, so that's my whole spew on judgment and recovery. I hope y'all enjoyed my TED Talk. But boom. Okay, so next. I'm in a good mood. Next line of business. I made a Discord. Why did I make a Discord? Well, I want to offer as many free options for support as I can for you guys. Okay? Does that mean I don't want you to join my Patreon? Hell no. I would love for you all to join my Patreon, right? But I do understand that some people don't have the means to do that, or some people just don't want to do that, right? And so I made a Discord chat, and I have the Facebook group. And so that's 2 more free means of recovery support where I will be in the chat. I'm in the Discord. Okay, I have my notifications on, so if you come in and you text, I'll see your text, okay? And as the Discord grows, what I want to start doing is I want to have like little meetings in there, okay? So, like virtual meetings that you guys can come in and we can talk about recovery. We can do the mirror meeting in there, or we can do a big book study in there, and it'll be, not here on YouTube for God and everybody to see. It'll be more of a small closed group, Thanks, Monica. I appreciate you, girl. That's real cool. I love doing my makeup, if you haven't noticed. And that's what I do a lot on my channel is I will come on here and I'll just chat about, recovery and do my makeup, and we'll just talk together. And then on Mondays, come to here's the thing. Okay, so I'm in a transition on Mondays. So I guess I need to ask you guys' opinion, since you guys are the people who are going to be watching the videos. So we've kind of gotten to a place where I can either, in the big book, I can start reading the story times. Well, Tara, yeah, all you have to do is just create a profile. Or it's a closed group. It's a closed group. So nobody can see. Doesn't send me to the channel. What? The link doesn't send you to the Discord? Okay, if you go back on my last video, Sonia, there is a link in the comment section. Yeah, it's a private group. It's closed. Like, people that join it have to be approved to be able to join, you guys. You can't just come in and join it, and I'm the only one approving people to join. Now, the Discord, I'm linking it, so it's going to be a little more open for anyone to join, okay? But you can just be Tara Sage like you are on here. You just got to make your profile. Do you know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to understand something. Like, you can be anonymous. Whenever you want your name to be, you just let me know, okay? And you just tell me, hey, this is my name, and I don't want to tell my real name, and I don't have to know your real name ever, okay? And I do understand that some of you guys might have jobs that you want to protect, you know, or you might have family that doesn't know that you're in recovery, and I understand. My husband, he's a very private person, and so that's why he doesn't ever come on camera and do videos with me, because he just doesn't feel comfortable doing it. So I used to really want him to come on and do it, but I don't pressure him anymore because he's just private, you know? So I made the Discord. That link is invalid. What? Okay, I'll have to fix it. I'll link it. I will link it here whenever I get it up. There's one on the community tab too. Is that one invalid? Dang it. You know me, I don't know how to work nothing technical. Okay, one more line of business, okay, guys? And then we'll do this. We'll do the damn eye makeup and we'll sign off. Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Mondays. Okay, so on Mondays, I usually do big book study, all right? What do you guys want to do instead on Mondays? Because we're through the first 150 pages in the big book. All right, so we can go through the Narcotics Anonymous book. We can go through the Russell Brand book. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll work it out, girl. I'll work it out. I'll get it all fixed up. I'm trying to think, like, on Fridays, we have the medically assisted recovery group, okay? So that's for people that are on Suboxone. Well, it's actually for anyone, right? But it's okay, Sonia. Don't even worry about it, girl. We're practically through it. Can I get people to share? Yes. Okay, so Cindy, that's what I need. Okay, so here's the tea. I would love to do that. Will somebody please call me today? Sonia, Angel, any of you guys who are good with computers, and teach me how to get Streamlabs connected to my laptop so I can have a guest on. Okay? Please. I will get that done today. Thank you, Cindy, for reminding me. So we can do that and we can have guests on. I would love to have guests on. You guys know how I am with interviewing people. I love talking to people. So, and that way, if you guys want to come on and share your stories. What's up, soul man? I'm really in a good mood today. I love you guys so much. You guys give me so much joy. Like, I know that I might sound crazy or whatever, and so be it, but it's the truth. I just get so much joy in my heart being able to come on here and chat with you guys. So, okay, Cindy, that is a great idea. That is what we're going to do, okay? We are going to get the laptop hooked up so I can have guests on Monday nights, okay? That's what we're going to do. Because I actually have two guys who I was going to have on. And did you guys go check out? Hey, Soul Man, I need to have you on my channel too to do an interview. Okay? So will you email me or reach out to me on Instagram or something so I can get your contact information so I can have you on the channel also. I want to have as many people I can to come on and share their stories. You know what I'm saying? Every different story that you can imagine. I'm not going to be biased. I want to have people on who are on medication-assisted therapy. I want to have people on who are abstinent. I want to have people on who are still in active addiction. Okay? So if any of you guys are in active addiction and you want to come on and share about your struggles getting sober, hey, Gunny, I love you, girl. Then I would love to have you on. You know, no judgment here. Just, you know, would love to hear how you're doing and what it's like and how you're struggling. What is keeping you from getting sober, you know? So that's the plan for that. Thanks for that suggestion, for reminding me, Cindy, because I really sometimes I just get on here and I just get to talking, and honestly, I just kind of forget, you know? But it means a lot to me, and I want to keep you guys engaged, okay? I want to keep you guys excited about recovery, all right? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to work my butt off, and I'm going to get that damn StreamYards hooked up today, because Big Easy, I'll call Angel when I get off here, and she'll help me. But Big Easy was telling me how easy it is to get it hooked up, and it's through Google. So what I'll probably do is do a test run as soon as I get it hooked up. So if you guys see some videos from me with a guest, you'll know it's me testing it out. And then I'm going to I think my first guest will probably be Frank from ATG. Hey, Missa. Have you guys went over there and looked at his channel yet? I want you guys to go look at his channel. Hey, Angel. Yeah, I was just talking about you, girl. You know how many, and you guys, not to Angel's fault, because she has been trying to help me get it done. I have just been running around like a crazy person, not taking enough time to do it. So that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. The first person I want to have on is Frank from ATG, Against the Grain Vlogs. Did you guys go over there and watch his channel yet? I won 3rd place in Durham, North Carolina, recovery celebration. My poster is on my Facebook. That is so awesome. Monica, you want to tell your story? Okay, girl. So listen, okay. For those of you that want to tell your story, I need you to email me at demayon@yahoo.com. My email is, if you go to my homepage on my YouTube, it's in the About section, or you can send me a message on Instagram. Don't get mad at me, Nicole, but you look really pretty without makeup too. Thanks, girl. I appreciate you for saying that. You know, I just felt like kind of doing a little ditty today, because I've been trying to let my skin breathe, because if y'all hadn't seen the last couple days, I have been having so many breakouts, and now I have 2 big ones up here. And God, it sucks, dude, because I'm 37. I don't understand like what's going on with my skin. I drink plenty of water. I don't pick at my face. Like, I'm pretty good about leaving them alone. Now, the ones down here on my chin, they get so big and they hurt. So it's really, really annoying. Are any of you guys in your 30s and getting acne still? Because I'm seriously thinking about going to my my doctor. Yes, Nissa, yes. Yes, it sucks. Okay, so you guys know Missa and me. We were in treatment together. She was in rehab with me on the first time I ever went to rehab, you guys. Oh, Monica. Okay, hey, Courtney. Welcome to my cult. Welcome to my cult. Do you guys know, I have to be funny now. So you guys, do you guys know that there's a group of people who think that my channel is a cult, and that all the people that follow me are in my cult? Isn't that crazy? Do you really? Okay, soul man, that makes me feel a little bit better. Because I'm just like tripping. You know? Ugh, sucks. And I'm trying, like y'all know, I'm trying to eat more healthy. I've kind of abandoned my whole Bingeaholics Anonymous channel because I've been so discouraged. So, you know what I need to do? And I will get back on there. I'll upload today, actually. Yes, yes. I need to go over there and update all my weight loss friends because they're really worried about me. But they know I have this channel too. Courtney, I know. So you know how it is. Courtney, you're 29. Damn, you're young, girl. See, all you guys are so young. I feel like an old lady. Hold on. I have a tattoo that says Arctic. Yes. Okay. Hey, y'all. Saw the notification but couldn't get here until now. Hey, Amy. It's okay, girl. Me too. Breakouts never end. It's Sunday shit. My zits don't follow rules. Yes, we're not a cult. Isn't that crazy? I cannot even believe that somebody would say that. But it is what it is. I'm telling you guys, like, I've heard it all on the internet. I've heard it all. Well, you're beautiful, Misty. I couldn't, we're all beautiful. Age, I think, really don't matter. My life, it's killing my already low self-esteem. You know what, Amy? I actually think that, so here's the deal. When we're using drugs and alcohol, we're pumping all these toxins into our body, right? And also think about this. When we're out there, we're not taking care of our skin. I mean, at least I wasn't worried about washing my face when I went to bed at night. I would sleep in my makeup, you know what I'm saying? And so when we get sober, then our skin starts purging out all that stuff that was in there, And honestly, us women, we go through a lot of hormonal changes, all right? And so I gotta check on her. I know, Gunny, I know. And so I have a friend, she's actually a gynecologist, and she watches the channel because she's in recovery too. And I was just thinking about her. I need to get a hold of her and make sure she's okay. But let me tell you this. She was teaching me about how our hormones, when we're women, our hormones really do play such a huge role in the way our skin is, the way our weight is, the way our emotions are. Like a woman that's going through a hormonal changes, you guys, can go through so many ups and downs in emotions and how they feel, how their face and skin looks, how their body looks. I mean, so a lot of this, I just got labs done at the doctor like a week ago. A lot of this is hormonal, hormonal weight gain, hormonal acne. And so there's things that we can work on. Like I need to get back on birth control. Yeah, and so Amy, let me tell you this also, okay? So if you guys are washing your face a lot, okay? If you're just washing it day and night and you're not properly moisturizing your skin, all right, listen up, ladies. Then your face is going to overproduce oil because it's going to think that it's, it doesn't have any moisture. Or if you're overly moisturizing it, it's going to react to that, all right? So what you need to do is you need to find out what type of skin you have, okay? Whether you have oily, combination, normal, dry, okay? Find out what your skin type is. Mine is combo. I have oily in the T-zone and then kind of dry on the outside areas over here. So what I've done is I have got a regimented skincare that is perfect for my skin type, all right? I do use oils on my skin, all right? I use oils on my skin at night, and I use this retinol oil, okay? And those things really, really help my skin. With the smoothness, I don't have any texture. I just have these couple of breakouts. Other than that, you guys, my skin it's good, For the most part, it's not bad. So let's put on this shimmery shade. And if you guys haven't noticed, I love purple eye makeup, but I also love me a good blue brown smoky eye. So I love just sitting here talking with you guys. When Cindy and all the girls come up in November, yes, and that's what we're going to do. So listen, you guys, I get really discouraged when something doesn't go right, especially when it comes to me trying to lose weight. And I have struggled for so long with my weight that it's just very much a trigger for me. It's a trigger for me, and I'm really need to get back on track, you know. But I'm telling you guys, I'm being honest. I'm never going to keep anything from you guys. You know what I mean? And I got your back like a heart attack. Hey, you too? Okay, the soul man. Then you can feel me, okay? So what do you guys do to stay in shape? Or if you're not in shape, what are you going to do to get in shape, okay? Help me out here. Let me know what works for you guys. Are you doing a certain kind of diet? Are you doing a lot of exercise? I mean, honestly, I'm a drug addict through and through, okay? I want instant gratification. I want to lose 50 pounds in one day. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? No, not yet. I haven't got it yet. But that's also, I have it on my phone where it monitors my steps. Would that be good? Okay, so everybody's meal prepping, okay? So what I need to do is I need to damn meal prep, and then I need to work out at the gym how many times a week? 3 times a week? 4 times a week? Probably 4, huh? Let me see what y'all are saying. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. I walk to my work. It's only a mile or so, but damn, it made a huge difference. Only 2 to 3 times a week. Amy, that's amazing. Good job. Do challenges. Okay, yes, my girls want me to have a Fitbit so we can do challenges. And you know what? I'm super competitive, so I know that would be very good. Okay, so Neil just got paid, so I can go get me a Fitbit this week. So which ones do you guys recommend? Are they really expensive? My phone doesn't get accurate step counts. Okay. All right. And so you know what? Oh God, I'm excited. This is going to be good. You guys are going to help me. You've got to stay on me. Listen, just like I stay on you guys about your damn recovery, I need you guys to help me, okay? I need you guys to help me, all right? I'm a wreck when it comes to working out and eating, okay? I won't do it. You have to push me, okay? You have got to be on it like white on rice, okay? You got to call me and be like, Nicole, get your lazy ass up. And I will not be offended. Okay, I know you will, girl. I know Missa will. She can call me every day now. Watch. Girl. I dance, exercise, sing, diet, water, no greasy or fried or junk food. I was 800 plus. No, you were not the soul man. You were not. Damn, boy. You working it out. I am so damn proud of you. You are a motherfucking inspiration. Wow. That is so good. I am so damn proud of you. I'm about to damn cry. That is so fucking good, man. You should be so proud of yourself. Then you know how I am then. I know you know what it's like then. I am a binge eater, okay? I have a really, really hard problem with saying no to certain foods, you know? And a lot of the times, I won't even be hungry, you guys. I'll just eat because it damn tastes good, okay? And so, I feel like only a person who has been down that road can truly understand, you know what I mean? What I'm saying. It's like, food is just like a comfort. And it doesn't help that like my mom is like the best cook in the world. Damn, this eye makeup looks good. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of dark on the outside right over here in the corners, and then we're going to be done, and we'll put some highlight on together. Are y'all having a good time chatting today? I am. See? Okay, Missa, you did it, then I know I can do it. And you've always, like, had a good body, though. That's the thing, like, I've always really struggled with my weight, you guys. Like, I really, really have. That's how my story really started. Remember, when I was younger, I went to band camp, and I starved myself and got real skinny when I went into junior high. Then when I got into junior high, all the guys started paying attention to me, and that's when I started, like, you know, acting out and getting high. Well, after I started getting high, that's when I realized, yo, you know, like, getting high helps me maintain my weight, you know? And so that was a lot of the reasons why I started doing stimulants, was because of my weight and the struggle I had, right? It's hard in an Italian family to lose weight because it goes against our culture. Exactly, Angel. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, my mom's Mexican, my dad's Italian. And my dad's like, eat. And that's how my parents show their love for me. That's how they show that, you know, they want to take care of me. That's my mom's language of love, is cooking for us, right? And so I didn't show you guys what we ate last Sunday. So last Sunday when I went down and we did that whole video with my mom, if you guys haven't watched that, I'll link it down below, okay? It was me and my mom talking about, you know, what it was like for me in my active addiction. She was kind of sharing with you guys from her perspective. Misty, yeah, I've lost 117. Wow, that's awesome. You guys are so fucking amazing. How do you do it? Okay, I gotta shit or get off the pot because y'all are clowning me now. Oh, hell. Y'all are all clowning me. Y'all are all doing it. And I'm over here talking about it. Oh, hell no. Now I look dumb. See? That's not good. Well, that's inspirational. It takes a while to adjust, you would think, but once you go more towards vegetarian, vegan lifestyle, damn, everything changes. And I mean for the better. Oh, listen, my mom does keto, and that's what she made. She made keto cheesecake, and then she made, well, the food wasn't keto, though, but she made a keto cheesecake. We had Italian sausage, some meatballs, homemade, you guys, homemade, all right? And my mom made a sauce, okay, marinara sauce, but it was cooking for 2 days with the meat all in it, with the meatballs and the sausage. When I tell you, motherfuckers, that shit was so good. That shit was so good. Oh, Lord. I could eat that shit all day long and never stop. Oh, gosh. So good. So good. And here's the thing. Like, I probably could eat it, too, if I would just eat small servings. You know, that's the thing. All right. I really like to smoke out my lower lash line, like, really low, because I have bags under my eyes. Okay, guys. So, all right. Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you guys this morning. So I'm gonna call Angel, and we're gonna get my computer hooked up with StreamYard, so that way we can have some guests on this week. And you guys know, once I start getting guests on, it's gonna be popping. We're gonna have so much fun. Okay. And if you guys have any recommendations of people that you want to see come on my channel, let me know. Okay, send them over. Tell them to get a hold of me. All right, or give me their information so I can get a hold of them. Like I said, I'm open to having anybody on my channel. I'll never judge anybody's recovery journey. If you are in recovery, or you have like a particularly different way of staying sober that you want to come on my channel and share, I would love to have you on my channel. So, or if you're just abstinent and that's what you do, that's awesome too. I would love to have you on my channel. Or if you're on maintenance, I would love to have you on my channel. It doesn't matter what your recovery journey looks like. Okay, I want to have every person I can on my channel to share that recovery is possible, you guys. All right, because that's what this is about. This is about sharing a message of recovery. All right, I'm not over here trying to one-up nobody. I'm just trying to share with you guys what recovery looks like for me. And I want to encourage anyone who's struggling, you know, to reach out. You know, you could always get a hold of me anytime. And I want you guys to know, okay? Judging others' recovery, it doesn't matter how long you've been sober, okay? It's not good. It's unhealthy for you, and it's dangerous for the person who you're casting that judgment on. So before you open your mouth and you say, well, you're not sober because you're taking this medication, or you can't get a chip because of this reason. I want you to think about this and really look and see how it is if somebody was doing it back to you. All right? That's why I shared this on my channel, because I've went through it personally. I've had people judge my recovery because I'm on medically assisted treatment. Okay? I've had people tell me I'm not welcome in their group, or tell me I can't share in their message, right? Please, please, let's work hard to not judge other people, because all recovery is good recovery. If you're trying to better your life and be healthy and happy, that's what's up, okay? All right. I love you. I'm a part-time fitness trainer, Nicole. You got it. Okay, Tara, email me, girl, okay? All right. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Okay, girl, I will right away. I'll do it right now. But that's what I was talking about. Oh, Lord. I just think it's really important for us as a whole, as a recovery community. And if you guys want to share this video with other people in the recovery community, you can share it over to the other recovery channels. Let them know, hey, Nicole made this video about judging other people's recovery, and I think it's really important that we all get on the same page, because it's recovery. We want to make a recovery attractive to the newcomer. And when we're judging each other and bickering back and forth about you're not sober, then that makes us all look stupid. That makes us all look like it's just not a good look, okay? We want recovery to be attractive to the newcomer. We want them to come on and join. We want them to want what we have. And when we're being nasty and hurting each other, it ain't cool. All right? I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.